And they ran at each other. When the animals said, ready, set, go, the little bird. And the little and closer and closer. Until they went right together. And the little bird was so small it went right into the moving nose. He tried to shake the bird out, but it hit him inside of his nose. And he hit a tree. And he knocked himself out. Then the little bird crawled out of his nose, crawled up on his shoulders, and she looked at all of the other animals and said,
Does anybody else want to fight me for that apple?
all the animals went back into the woods, and the little bird, she got to eat that apple. So it goes to show it doesn't matter how big you are, even if you are small, you stay in there and fight for what you want, and you will get your apple. Yes? Good. Frogs say? What did they say? Frogs. What do they say? What do they say? They want a king. What do they say here? What do frogs say? What do Rwandans say that frogs say? What is it? What do frogs say? Many times Americans will say ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. What do you say? What is it? Rit, rit. You say that? Frogs say rit. But did you know that frogs say frog? What they say? Frog. The little bitty frogs, they go. Big frogs, they go. Roll, roll, roll. One day, in the pond, they were full of frogs, and they go, frog, do, frog, 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 sweet, frog. And then, one day, a big frog moved in, and the little frog said, big frog. Well, that big frog lived in a pond with other big frogs, and he was just a frog over there. But here, he was big frog. You like that? Big frog. So he got a pad, a lily pad, and he camped out in the middle of the pond. Big frog. Sweet. Big frog. But one day, a great, big, black, hairy monster came out of the woods. It had horns on its head, big black eyes, long nose, nostrils on the end of its nose, and that was just its head. And the little frog said, big, and then that big, hairy black monster came to the edge of the pond, and the hooves and the legs like right into the pond. And took a drink. And he raised up and the seaweed hung off of his chin. And the little frog said, and then that big, black, hairy monster turned around, swished its tail, and walked back into the forest. And remember the big frog? He wasn't getting any attention, so he said, "Big frog." The little frogs looked at the big frog and said, then they remembered the big, hairy monster and they said, "Not too big." So that frog puffed himself up. Big frog. The little frogs looked at the frog and they looked where that big, hairy monster had been, and they said, "Not too big." So he puffed himself up again. Big frog! And the little froggies looked at the big frog. And they looked where that big, hairy, black monster had been, and they said, "Not too big." So he puffed himself up again. And the little frog said, "Too big." So it goes to show, don't think of yourself bigger than you already are, because you are probably just the right size. And that is the story of the bullfrog and the bull. That was a cow, by the way, the monster. Right? Did you get that? The horns? Yeah, bull. Yeah, bull vine. Yeah. So if you like that one, get that show for you. Because you guys are probably just the right size, right? To make a difference in the world. Go out there and conquer Rwanda. Woo! You are the future leaders of Rwanda. Yes, read. Make sure you read. Study. Become very smart. Yes, right? Good job. Have a great rest of the day. And great rest of the week. Yes.
Put the answer in the line. We had dash drink. Can you look at the picture and tell me? We had dash drink. What kind of a drink? Drink. Or we had a juice drink. I'm not sure the juice drink. Lunch dash good, Samila. Lunch. What does the lunch do to you? Lunch is dash good. Lunch smells good? Yes. Okay. Lunch smells good. Lunch tastes good. Can you say that? Lunch tastes good. We had a great what? We had a great sandwich. We had a great time. Can I say that? We had a great time. We had a great lunch. Okay. Can we all say one sentence about the book, starting with Miles? Can you tell me one thing about the book you read? The book was about any chapter of the book. You can think and tell me. All right, Brenda, the book is about About what, Shafi? What did you see in the book? Just tell me one thing which you saw and remember about the book. Teacher Angela?
Me, I saw great grandmother.
Oh, and great grandmother is the mother of my
Mother.
who? Great grandmother. All right, now Miles, please tell me. Thank you, Teacher Angela. Yes. Very good. The doll was picking flowers for the little girl. Day Spring, what did you see in the book? What did you see in the book? Can you tell me any one thing you saw in the book? And what was this book about? If you think and answer me, Shafi, do you remember seeing any one thing in this book? Yes, then tell me what it is. Very good. Shafi remembers the chapter about flowers in this book. Yes, Daniela, what do you remember about the book we read? 1 minute, let me try also. Daniela, please remember anything about the book we were reading. Dixon, do you remember something? Yes, tell me. Sit nicely. Laurie, do you remember? Yes, Shafi. A dress, that's correct. We remember washing the dress. The great grandmother washed for the grandmother. Yes, Daniela. Very good. Daniela remembers that the little girl was washing the dress for her doll. Isan, do you remember anything about the book we were reading? Just a second, I'll ask you afterwards. Let everybody remember and tell me about the book we were reading. Ethan, remember one thing we saw and read in this book? Do you remember? Yes? Mother. Very good. We talked about the mother also in the book. And that the grandmother was weeding and washing and picking flowers for the mother. And yes, Miles? He remembers lullabies. And Laurie, the girl was reading lullabies for her. Laurie wants to try these. Laurie, what is her name? Doll. Thank you, Vishnu and Laurie. The girl was weaving, washing, picking flowers for her doll. That's correct. So did you like this book? Yes. All right. Thank you very much. We have finished the book now. What are we trying?
David, the cats are sleeping. You see? The cats, they were so tired because they were cutting their clothes, they were taking the leaves, and they got so tired. And now they just want to take some nap. And Blessing and Skinny curled up to nap. They were all sleeping. Right, David? Right? Yes. So, just when they go to sleep, boys just woke up like, and he's just taking and he just woke up. And he was his paw. And he started pawing everywhere. You see that, sister? Like the cat. See that? Yes. And on Fluffy, on Teen, and on Mama Cat, everywhere she was jumping on Mama Cat. You see that? She was jumping on them. You do that before? You do that? Yes. over on the top. Sorry, not on top of them. Finally, we get tired and we place again over there. See that? You like that again? You like the cat? How about to sit on butterfly? Yeah. That's good? Okay. 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 This one is waiting for the wind. Wow. David, you want to have a wing? You want to fly? Well. Where does butterfly live? The butterfly lives next to you in the garden. See that? See that? He didn't like butterfly, no? Yeah, I also like Yes. Out in the field, eggs are hidden from the view. Hannah, you like butterflies? Huh? And clinking to it with butterfly glue. Oh, see? Very good thing to do. And soon, caterpillars hatch. They sing and chew. This is the garden. See the caterpillar? There is a caterpillar. And each one knows what it must do. They are very wise. And they know what to do. And they find a place where winds don't blow. Because the wind will set them off. Okay? Yeah. They make a place in which to go. Now, caterpillars start to change. They start to change. Have you ever seen a